Coolest? Insane things are happening at Barcelona, and it's coming from three completely different directions. A messy political war, not like Lionel Messi, but like mess. A scandal involving Lewandowski, and a worrying situation around Lamine Yamal, all breaking at the same time. And on top of that, the strongest signs yet that Lionel Messi, this time Lionel Messi, could be on his way back home. Yes, this is real. Charge this episode with a Blaugrana like and let's get started. Barcelona asked Lewandowski not to score goals. This is a bombshell. The new biography, Lewandowski Prawdziwy? Maybe somewhat like Lewandowski Prawdziwy. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Lewandowski, the real one, this is in English. This book is written by journalist Sebastian Staszewski, a story that will raise eyebrows across the entire Barca fan base. It involves Robert Lewandowski and the Barcelona board. According to the book, 2 match days before the end of the 22-23 season, when Barca has already secured the league title and Lewandowski was leading the Pichichi race with 23 goals, Robert was called into a meeting with several board members, including Laporta. And then he heard this: "Robert, we need you to stop scoring goals in the last 2 games." Lewandowski froze. No one in his entire career had ever asked him anything like that. And now the key part, the reason was financial. If Robert reached 25 league goals, Barca had to pay Bayern Munich a 2.5 million euros bonus. With the title already secured, the board decided to save money. The fact is, Lewandowski didn't score in the final 2 match days. Even though he played both games in full, he still won the Pichichi ahead of Benzema. And the book shares another moment showing how tight Barca's finances were. On one trip, Lewandowski noticed the extremely limited selection of meat and fish on the menu and asked the chef what was going on. The chef's answer was blunt: "We have to save money." That was the reality behind the season. A champion Barca on the pitch, but a very different story behind the scenes. Barcelona unveiled the 4th kit, the Ronaldinho kit. Barca have just released a place of football art, the new 4th kit. And it's not just a jersey, it's a tribute to one of the greatest nights in our history. Bernabeu, November 19th, 2005. Barca, Real Madrid, 3-0. Eto'o and Ronaldinho destroying the Clásico. The design isn't random. The vertical uneven stripes mirror the exact paths of all 3 goals. Eto'o in the 14th minute, Ronaldinho in the 58th, Ronaldinho again in the 77th. Inside the color, 3 circles marking those minutes. Outside, the Catalan flag. Clean maroon shorts complete the look. To launch it, Barca presents the Football is Art campaign with Rashford, Bargi, Balde, Marc Bernal, Alexia, Aitana, and One Battle, of course. The players walk into the studio of an imaginary artist, because the message is simple: Barca players create masterpieces. The film shows Bargi touching a grass texture canvas, Bernal facing light spelling more than a club, and Rashford admiring Ronaldinho's iconic boots. Clips of Dino's goals tie it all together. Football is pure art. Messi could make a sensational return to Barca. Victor Font, the man trying to dethrone Joan Laporta, has launched his new project, Nosaltres. And he dropped a bomb. If he wins the election next year, the very first phone call he makes will be to Lionel Messi. Not the coach, not Deco, not anyone from the board. Messi. Font insists Messi must never be used politically, something he claims Laporta did during the last elections. As a Barca fan, it gives me goosebumps, but we must not use him. Laporta used him many times, especially during the elections, and it was wrong. But Messi needs to know, the first thing I'll do when I win is call him. He also talked about a potential last dance at Camp Nou, but says it must be Messi's decision, not marketing. And then Messi opens the door himself. In an emotional interview with Sport, Messi revealed something huge. He and his family will move back to Barcelona after his time in Miami. He spoke about his secret early morning visit to the Camp Nou and the way city still lives inside him. "I had to leave without fans because of the pandemic, so it was unusual. Many beautiful memories. I have a very special affection for everyone. And then the line that shook every cooler. Obviously, I'm going back. I'll be at the stadium like any other fan. Barcelona is my place. My home. We miss it a lot. The return isn't a rumor anymore. It's a plan. And now, another emotional message from Messi. Just hours later, Messi won Sports Award for the best Barcelona player of the 21st century, and he used the moment to reaffirm everything. I wanted to finish my career at Barcelona. Unfortunately, things turned out differently, but Barca is my home. We went through many things together, good and not so good, and that's normal in a long career. Barcelona is my home, my place, my family. The bond is unbreakable. The scars are still there, but the love is stronger. So now, cooler family, look at the full picture. Messi publicly says he's moving back to Barcelona. He says Barca is his home, his place, his family. He says he'll go to the stadium like any other fan. Victor Font promises Messi the first call if he becomes president. Font wants to give Messi a role bigger than any statue. Laporta will have to respond. Elections are coming. Camp Nou is reopening. This is no longer about nostalgia. This is no longer a fantasy. This is positioning. This is politics. This is timing. This is destiny. The real question now isn't, will Messi return to Barcelona? It's, what role will Messi have at Barca, and who will be president when he comes back? Coolest, the greatest chapter in football history might not be over. It might be preparing its comeback. Plan for Lamine Yamal to manage his pubalgia. Here's a quick but important update on Lamine Yamal. Barca have put together a clear recovery plan. His pubalgia isn't serious, but it's painful enough to stop him completely, which is why he missed Spain's games versus Georgia and Turkey. He underwent radio frequency treatment in November 10th, rested for a few days, and has been working with the club's rehab staff since Thursday. So, the goal? Back on the pitch in 7 to 10 days. On Wednesday, he even trained partially with the group under Hansi Flick. Barca don't rule out a few minutes in Bilbao as a small test before the big objective, which is Chelsea. Lamine wants to return to Spotify Camp Nou, but the club won't take risks. His recovery is being supervised by Belgian doctor Ernest Schilders, together with Dr. Pruna. He experienced strong pain and some worry, but surgery was never considered. Barca brought in an external specialist, and the process is now well controlled. With the national team, he already knew he wouldn't play. The treatment made November matches impossible. From now on, it's discipline and strengthening. Doctors warn him the injury is tricky and can drag on. Lamine is fully focused. After El Clasico, he also reduced media exposure and closed some personal chapters, including ending his relationship with Nicky Nicoli. But his ambition remains intact: be number one and push Barca to the top. He even set up physio and recovery areas at home. He had shown great form recently. Goals versus Elche and Celta. A goal plus assist versus Brugge. Pain returned after the match in Vigo. That's when Lamine's plan began. Will Ter Stegen leave Barca in January? Barca fans, a quick but important update on Ter Stegen's situation. Despite reports from Turkey claiming that Beşiktaş have made an offer, Mundo Deportivo says Barca haven't received any formal bids at all. Not a single one. But the club expects movement soon. Ter Stegen is set to return in December after his back surgery, and Barca believes suitors will make their move once he's fully fit. Inside the squad, the reality is even sharper. Joan Garcia is now the first choice keeper, and that puts Ter Stegen's position at real risk. Because of this, a January loan exit is on the table. His camp has already started contacting clubs, mostly because Nagelsmann is pressing him to play regularly if he wants to stay Germany's number one for next year's World Cup. So the situation is simple. Barca are waiting, Ter Stegen needs minutes, and Joan Garcia is flying. This story is far from over. We've got political earthquakes, injury fears, and the possibility of a greatest comeback in football history. The club never sleeps, and neither do the stories around it. But listen, if you want all these news faster than on YouTube, without waiting for the next video, without missing a single update, download the Barcelona Live app. That's where every rumor drops first, where every insider leak appears before it hits the media, where every Messi, Lewandowski, Lamine or Ter Stegen update lands instantly. Literally the fastest Barca news hub on the planet. So, coolest, make sure you're ahead of everyone else. Link is in the pinned comment. Go get the app, stay informed, stay Blaugrana. And as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for feeling every heartbeat of this club with me. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more Barca stories, drama, emotion, and pure football. Visca el Barça, Visca Catalunya, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.